G'day guys, welcome back to Pete's Investing. Today is September 15, 2023. This is the spot silver price update. Now this is the daily first off. We did have this minor support at 2302, and we've got this major support at 2211. Now it's actually broken through that support, so we're going to remove that in a minute. I'll show you where it goes. And it's made a nice little bullish candle overnight, where we see a bit of a retrace back from that level there. You can see there it's bounced off that 100% level of that Fibonacci range, which was near our major support, and it's made further movement to the upside. That's on the daily. The CCI is still showing a weakening signal. It's well into the oversold territory, and the Stochastic has also broken down through the midpoint and still trending down. So we may see further weakness possibly. If it breaks through this support, that'll be a key area to look out for. Now on the hourly, we did project this bullish divergence on the CCI versus the price, and that was our target area if it bounced up from there. Now what it's done, it's actually invalidated that divergence. You can see there on the CCI, that level there has fallen below that entry point. So whenever that happens, the divergence has failed. So what we're going to do now, we're going to mark that divergence as a failure, as a cross. So these occasionally fail, and obviously there's no 100% in anything in trading, but these occasionally fail. But I would suggest that at least 90% of the time they do work. So if I go back in a bit of history here, you can see there's where I've got these little squares. That's the pullback and the retrace from the divergence, and they've all worked successfully. And there's those little bearish and bullish divergence on the CCI where they've worked. There's a couple more back there. So they occasionally fail. So you would have probably a couple of strategies you would have used to exit this is use a stop loss, and the stop loss would take effect as soon as that CCI breaks below that entry point. So that would have been around that point there, and that would have been a loss of about, assuming you entered when it broke above that moving average, you would have gotten out about there, and that's about just under a 3% loss on that one. So that's a fail in that divergence. Alternatively, what you can do is you can wait for an average down, in which case the price needs to drop by at least 5%, so that'll be down somewhere down there, before re-entering to average down your price and then realign your target area. So what we're looking at the moment is we're going to move this support line, this minor support, down to that area. And if I zoom out, you can see that's just a bit above that major support at 2211. So the new minor support is at 2230. We may see a bit of a bounce from there. But again, there's no divergence to talk of. The price is moving in alignment with the CCI. Actually, there was a little bit of a divergence there, I should say. So just that's a little positive versus the price there. Most of the time, the commodity channel index trends with the price, with the exception of these divergences. So just be aware of that. So there's a little divergence there versus the price, and you can see there it's probably already broken up. If I was going to draw a target area on that, I wouldn't suggest you trade it now, but probably going back to that high, you can see there it's already broken up to the 61% level of that little range. So they're not always tradable. Like in this case, it's broken up, and that would have been your little entry somewhere around there in that candle, and that probably would have been your target area. Always choose the closest Fibonacci range. Anyway, lessons learned. You've got to just move on with your strategies and stick to the principles. What else can I say about this? So yeah, you can see here the price did eventually bounce off that 78%, sort of hovered around there for a while, and then broke to the downside. So keep an eye on this, see where it goes in the coming hours and days. Silver's looking, as I said on the daily chart, it's looking potentially a bit more bearish, but we may see a bit of a bounce in the near term on the hourly. So support us more on the Patreon page, where we also look at weekly scans of stocks, currencies and commodities. Subscribe, like and share the channel. Thanks for watching, and see you in a future video.